Hey, what's up? This is Amazin.reacts, reacting to a brand new video on my channel. Today's video is Bombshell video. Puts Tim Walz under fire over alleged Somali daycare scheme in Minnesota. So I have heard a little bit about this. I've been seeing like clips. So I did want to watch a video to kind of get a little bit more context in it. Let me know. This is one of the videos I saw and it had like a lot of likes, so I'm assuming it was one that goes into detail about it. But in the comments, you can link me another video if you feel like this one wasn't up to par. It's like really clarifying what was going on in that situation. But let's go ahead and get started.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going.
Oh, you got this.
What do you guys think about?
Wait, now this is a school, right? You can't just do it. Like go up there. Like them shutting the door isn't necessarily them hiding anything. I'd have did that too if a stranger was coming with a mic, like to interview you on camera. So that's that's a perfectly fine response.
About the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota. A bombshell viral video purports to have cracked open a crucial part of the alleged Somali aid scheme in Minnesota. As federal investigators.
Now I did hear a lot about in Minnesota, like the Somali immigrants moving toward there. But I don't know how much of that is true, only because like sometimes the news kind of like inflicts fear to kind of get you more interest in the topic. So I don't know how much of it is true, if it's like a real problem at all.
Investigators say as much as $9 billion could have been stolen in
Oh,
fraudulent schemes within the state. The
that's a
aftermath
lot.
has since garnered intense backlash aimed at state leadership, with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz desperately defending himself against ever growing allegations.
That curious me. Oh, okay.
Here's everything you need to know. On December 26th, YouTuber Nick Shirley shared a 42-minute
Shout out to
video
the
of
YouTubers.
himself and a Minnesotan named David traveling around Minneapolis and visiting multiple child care and learning sites allegedly owned by Somali immigrants and receiving millions in taxpayer dollars. 1.604 million in fiscal year 2025. This place right here. However, the pair discovered that many were either shuttered entirely with blacked out windows, despite signage indicating they were open, or were helmed by staff who refused to participate in the video. Can I speak to a manager? Most of the sites, which claimed to be licensed for dozens of children each, had no children inside whatsoever.
But how would they know they're not? Now, blacked out windows is crazy, but how would they know that there are no children inside if they couldn't go in? I guess maybe they waited to see if they saw anybody entering.
Have you ever seen children at this child care center? Doesn't know if she's ever seen a child here.
I mean, that should be something that you just say when somebody just keep bothering you with questions.
One infamous location called Quality Learning Center, which displays a misspelled sign reading
Oh, it do
Quality
say.
Learning Center, also features blacked out windows. The center is supposed to
Now, the blacked out windows is a little odd because there is no way you're gonna have a daycare for kids and the windows blacked out. Yeah, that is odd.
account for 99 children. However, a local resident of 8 years revealed he's never seen a child go in or out of the building. Where are the children?
I don't see him. I've been here since 2017. I haven't seen anybody like
Never
that.
seen a child.
Nope.
Shirley even asked multiple sites if he would be able to have his child join, only to be denied at the door. Can I get paperwork or anything to submit my son, little Joey, to?
But I feel like if he would have done it without the camera, they might have been more receptive. I mean, unless they really are running a fraud, then yeah, they're gonna be like, no, regardless. But I feel like that was the wrong way to do it. Like to do some like undercover work or something like that.
Come in here to daycare? Would my son, little Joey, have friends to play with here? No. The mega viral video has since spread like wildfire on social media, garnering over 100 million views on it.
Now, this is a little bit. This now the main thing about this is the $9 billion, because $9 billion and you in a place like that with blacked out windows, you would think it would have more upkeep with that much money invested. So yeah, it does raise some eyebrows.
X alone. On Fox News' The Big Weekend Show, Shirley joked that the alleged scheme was so obvious that a kindergartner could figure out there was fraud going on.
Yeah.
So there better be change because, like I said, we work way too hard to be paying taxes. We work way too hard to be not knowing where our money's going. And at the end of the day, people in government, they work for us. We don't work for them. And so it's their responsibility to hold these people accountable.
Oh,
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has since faced intense scrutiny over the alleged fraud. Republican Minnesota Representative Tom Emmer wrote on X $4 million
$4 million of hard intake going to an education that can't even spell learning correctly.
of hard earned tax dollars going to an education center that can't even
Yeah, they
spell
need to
the
take that
language.
sign down.
Care to explain this one, Tim Walz? While New York Representative Mike Lawler called for people to be arrested and prosecuted, as well as for Walz to be held accountable for the scandal. In a statement to Fox News, a spokesperson for Tim Walz said, "The governor has worked for years to crack down on fraud and asked the state legislature for more authority to take aggressive action. He has strengthened oversight, including launching investigations into these specific facilities, one of which was already closed." How-
Oh, okay. Now, see, whenever you are making videos and stuff like that, no, I'm not saying that the guy who's doing this is like someone not to be trusted, but he could have just been shooting a video on some sites that were already closed and making it look like it's something that it isn't. Cause the woman who answered the door, she could like it could not even be a daycare center. Like she could have just been like seeing like a guy coming up here with a camera, and it could have been something like it used to be a daycare center, but now they using it for something else. And so that's might have been one of the reasons. But it is odd, like because the money is still going to a Somalian daycare, so if anything, he needs to find where that daycare is. Because if it is a situation of where that place used to be a daycare, now they're using it for something else, then it would be kind of understandable why they did raise suspicions. But $9 billion, man, that's a lot of money. Yeah, he gonna have to answer for that. You need to say something.
However, resurfaced clip shows that Walz openly bragged about making it easier for people to get into the childcare business during the 2024 vice presidential debate.
As far as childcare on this, you have to take it at both the supply and the demand side. And we have to make it easier for folks to be able to get into that business and then to make sure that folks are able to pay for that. We were able to do it in Minnesota, and I'm still telling
Hey, I ain't saying he lying or not, but if he is lying, he trying to make sure that money train stay rolling.
you this.
Walz's state of Minnesota has been plagued by several high profile fraud scandals in recent years, the largest being the Feeding Our Future scheme, in which 78 scammers, many of whom are from Somalia, have been prosecuted in the
Oh,
COVID era food relief program scam. The ploy, according to prosecutors, involved funneling money from state social services coffers, including at the Department of Human Services and Department of Education, to the nonprofit Feeding Our Future and other organizations to ostensibly feed school children. Instead, the plot used the funds to splurge on the lavish lifestyles of the nonprofit's workers.
ooh.
According to Minnesota
Oh, they
education
got caught
officials,
though.
Feeding Our Future and its affiliated groups submitted over $500 million in claims, while federal authorities estimate that the extent of the rampant fraud could total $9 billion.
See, I think that is $9 billion. I think that is a problem. Like the fact that that it got up that much, but I think it's a like problem that be for the like more than just one person. Like I know they keep calling for him, I guess because he's a governor, but it might have been a situation where he didn't even know until this guy made the video and brought it into light. Because $9 billion, I feel like it's a lot of people. It probably like if you, it's probably a situation where a person was doing it or a group was doing it, and so many people found out that they have to keep demanding more money, and then it got up to like 9 billion and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a lot of people getting in trouble, not just him.
The DOJ has already convicted at least 57 fraudsters in the scheme. On Monday, December 29th, Secretary of Homeland Security Christopher
In the scheme, when he says they convicted people in the scheme, he's talking about the scheme that this video is about, or because it seemed like he pivoted to another situation in Minnesota where they actually got caught and convicted. So I don't know. He needs to clarify which one he talking about. Did they actually convict people, or was he just making the video so people could look into it?
Christine announced in an X post that DHS would be going, quote, door to door to suspected fraud sites in Minneapolis before vowing more coming. Hello, we'd like to.
Yeah, this is an interesting video. I wonder how, after they do a full investigation, what they'll find out. And yeah, I just gave my thoughts on it. If it is fraud, the video is kind of sketchy because I don't know if this like what places it is because he could have just went to some abandoned places that used to house it and they don't house it anymore, and that's why they were kind of looking kind of spooked. And it didn't really show what the facility looked like, you know, inside of it. I guess if see that's another thing. If it is kids, you can't video record them anyway without parent consent. So I guess he couldn't just shine a camera to see if it really was people in there. But if there weren't kids in there, then it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah. So I'm interested in seeing where this goes. But if you enjoy content like this, make sure you like and subscribe. And I will see you guys later in the next video. Bye.